about. I'd also today like to pay tribute and express my sadness in the passing of my friend and former lecturer, Brian Farrell, who was an inspiration to me when I was in college and was an inspiration to many thousands of students in college. He was probably one of the brightest and most capable lecturers I certainly ever had, and his sense of social justice, integrity, decency is something that has lived with me all my life since then. I mean, I can remember one of the first days we were in college and he came in to give his lecture. The first thing he did was picked up papers that were thrown on the ground, and he turned around and said, the people who have to clean these up did not have the same opportunities that she did. So he said, I hope when I come in here I won't see a repeat of that. But he was also very humorous, and learned a lot of humour from his students. And on one occasion, when he was lecturing, he said that he didn't know whether former Taoiseach de Valera informed some of his cabinet or all of his cabinet when he called the 1933 general election. And of course, during the summer, when he was correcting exam papers, he saw a definitive statement that Taoiseach de Valera informed none of his cabinet that he was calling the 1933 general election. So he thought this was a profound statement, and he looked at the front of the exam paper to see the name Sheila de Valera. So he very happily gave her points for research. And another and he always believed in constructing language and being very careful about how you constructed language, and particularly when you were setting exam papers. At one stage he put down a question to ask the students to give an account on the various routes to the Dáil. And of course, one very clever student drew a map of a route from the RDS to Leinster House, and various ways of coming. Of course, he had to get full marks because his interpretation of the question was 100%. So in his latter years, he spent a lot of time in my hometown of Ennistimon. He was come down every year for the Merriman Summer School. I spent a lot of time in his company. I learned an awful lot from him, and his love of Ireland, of County Clare, of traditional music, of all of the things that are good about our country, and his love of our country was inspirational, and he will be sadly missed.